Hey guys, welcome to the session. We are now looking at a small project, exploratory data analysis, and we're going to try to import our own data set that is given to us by the company and see how we can use what we are learning in Python to do that. So let's get started. So I'm in my Jupyter notebook in my library. I'll create a new file and I'll give it the name project and press tab and create it. File is created. Now I'm going to run this, see the error because we don't have the CSV file. We'll try to read the error and make sure that we know what it means so that when we see it in the future, we can make a sense out of that. And then we'll see how to search for the file. So it's still thinking. So it's going to give me an error because right now at my current directory, there is no dummy data sheet1.csv. So to go there, I'll go to my library. I'll go to my main library and search for this file. Once I get this file, I'm going to upload it into my Data Science 101 Udemy library. So I'm going here, searching for the file. This is the file. Clicking on this, clicking on download, going here, clicking on plus from computer. Drag and drop is not working, so I'm going to do by date modified. Wait till the time till I see the file here. So I'm waiting for, my computer is slow, so it takes some time to arrange it in date modified. Here's the file, and then I'm clicking on upload. Now project.ipnyb and dummy data are in the same file. Now let's see the error. The error comes out to be file does not exist. But since now I pasted it into the same folder, so now it's going to exist. So when you get a file does not exist, make sure that the file is in the right location. We can also have a folder here, data, and move the file inside there. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to open it into a terminal, and the terminal would open. I could either do that or I could do it from here, a folder, and the name of the folder is data. Generally we keep that, and then drag and drop this file into data. So there's this file and open this file. If it does not allow me to do it from here, I can always do it from the terminal. So let's see. So in the terminal, I do ls, then I go cd library ls, and that is the file. So move mv space dummy data, and I'm going to put that into data. And now I just moved it. So I moved it using the terminal. I think there are some ways to do it into the graphical interface as well. But when I move it into the data folder, now when I run this, I'm going to get the same error, that file not found. And to go there, I have to write data, and now it comes. So this is how most of the time data is. Whenever you get an error, file not found, then you do that. Let's keep moving. So whenever I import a file, I don't know what it is, or if I want to find out the name of the column, I write df.columns and it gives me the df.columns. If I want to put this inside a list, I'm going to say that force this into a list and give me a list. This is done, this is done. Okay. If I want to select two columns out of this, I'm going to write df, two square brackets, and the name of the two columns that I'm looking for. If I want to find out only data where the location is Queens, so I'm going to write df location equal to Queens, and then this is my data frame of Queens, where location is only Queens. So this is select star from. But if you remember, in SQL we cannot create a table on the fly and then use it. That's why, although this is select star from table where location equal to Queens, This is saved as a big data frame itself. If I want to find out the total number of clinics here, the total of all the columns, so I'm going to write df, the name of the column, and dot sum. So we have 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 in Queens. If I want to find out where location is Manhattan and number of clinicians equal to 3, then I have to use an AND command. And just remember that in AND command, you have to put both of the things in square bracket. And this is how it looks like. Okay, let's just try to write A and D instead of that AND sign and see how whether it allows us to do that. And it says that no, the truth value is ambiguous. So when you want to use it, you have to use the sign. Otherwise, this AND does not work. So always use the other sign. This AND is not working for the data frame. So just remember that. So always use this AND. This is where location is equal to Manhattan. This is where the number of clinicians is greater than 0. So this is select star from the data frame where number of clinicians is greater than 0. So this was our data frame. So 1, 2, no, greater than 3. So 1 and 2, only 2 entries are going to come. Where the number of clinicians are greater than 3, which is 4. Now let's look at a group by here to make sense of the group by. So suppose we want to group by type of site and count the number of clinicians. So we have the type of site as PCBH, PCBH, and we want to group by and count the number of clinicians. So I'm going to say df group by what? Type of site and count the clinicians. So I get type of site is BH and this is the count of the clinician. If I want to convert this into a data frame, then I told you we can write PD data frame, and by this we can cast anything into whatever we feel like. So I'm going to force this into a data frame. Now dummy data sheet 2, that is the same. If I were to, and I used another variable, so I'm going to use another variable here. And this says that dummy data sheet 2 not found because this is sheet 1. So I'm going to go and do the same step again. I'm going to search that into my library. In your case, it's going to be there already, so you don't need to search anything. So in my case, I'm searching into my library. So I'm going to my libraries. And since I was not able to find the library, I'm going to search it here and search it here. And this is my sheet 2. So I'm going to download it. Going here. This time I'm going to make sure I'm in the data folder because I'm uploading everything in the data folder. And then I'm going to do plus from computer, choose file and dummy data sheet 2 and upload it. Once I do that, here I have to write data because it's in data folder and slash. Now it worked. Okay, now I have here the information about language, which says that I have city and I have people speaking Spanish and English and Hindi and Urdu and Russian and French in that city. If you remember, I have also city here, location. So now I'm going to have two tables and which has city name as the common table. Let's find out all the clinics and the language spoken there. So let's see. This is all the clinic. And since it's in Queens, these are the number of, this is all the people who are in Queens. This is Brooklyn. So I joined this table, df lang, but I started with df. So that's my starting table. And I put the other table on left of that. So this is an example of join, and this is an outer join because I have nobody from Staten Island since yet I see that. So this is an outer join. Now I'm going to show you how to upload something from a website. So this is coming from my website, Blockchain AI NYC, and I could use it in any ways I want to. Okay, now I'm going to show you uh, how to create, and this is the same data frame. Now I'm going to show you how to use this reshaped. So let me show you. If I say melted, and we are going to start with another example, and then we are going to change that example so that we can see what we are doing. So I have this thing, key ABC, and then I want to melt it, and I want to put all of the things here for the data frame. Let's assume I want to do the same in my DF language data frame. I want to bring everything, all these things. So city remains as it is, which will be my key, and the other things would change. So let's see. So if I do this, pd.melt, and in place of df, I'm going to write df lang, and in place of city, in place of the key, I'm going to write city, and let's see what happens if I try to melt it. Now you see I have city and the variable. So this is how we would use it. Now I can find out in Queens and in English. So I can use an AND command to find out or save it in whatever ways or join it in whatever ways and join only the part that I want to. So this was a very quick intro about a very small project which has some information.